Yeah. Indeed. Hmm?
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudman. Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be taken short. Room here to run. The fullback comes through with a big play there.
Well, that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
You see me rolling?
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. He'll get 3 up to midfield. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And offensive line, if they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
A well-executed 22-yard gain. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Okoye. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Brown. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. They'll run it. Here's Okoye. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Christian Okoye taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there putting this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early.
He put control on
all
the
types of tackles and put the
Charge
defense
your
back on its
controller.
heels.
Because then you're going to be needing it when I need it, man.
Mahomes now on first down. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play that time for the Ravens. 49 yards. So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, Dickerson. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. The 2nd down play not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Here's Mahomes, 3rd and goal to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Mahomes going to throw. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald.
Is they really
the grab, as his guys can now take
you got
the
that
lead
raw
with
one
the
and get
extra
that
point.
inside. Shining bright because I'm
Tucker
really
able to connect on the
fine.
extra point. They take the lead here at 7-6. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Oh my God, the shine because they really down.
This will be taken very short. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
But I said really.
They start on
my
the
mind. I
Sanders.
said, get over here. That's what I
Should be
said.
backed up to the 24.
I made them believe. A lyrical songwriter, any could sing, bring in the money like ringing and leave. I was just trying to get paid for the sneeze. That was a blessing, especially to you. I don't look at us stuff. Oh, let's go with the pick. Let's go. Hey, nice pick.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
I'm sparking. Fire in the hole.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st
I like
and
them
10.
black, pretty white teeth, body unique, booty on fleek.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in the second quarter.
Ballin' cause I'm really ballin'. I wanna apologize, I'm not really sorry. You got me on my mind.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes escaping the pressure right.
Oh, they were to slap it down.
Incomplete. Larry Fitzgerald was the intended target, but now it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches have told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, pick your
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Come on, Randy. You got to hold
They were
that.
hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides,
I think I missed
let
it.
them fight it out.
And forces fourth down.
I hit the crossbar.
Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious
Give me that one, too.
next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. On second and 9, Young. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he
LT. Nice
down he goes. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. On is the Hall of Famer Ray Guy to punt this away on fourth down. Now Sanders. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay,
Oh, Big Facts got his
if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer?
Pressure gets to him.
Come on, you got to get that off, Patty. You got to get that off.
4-yard line. Give the sack to Lawrence Taylor. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
On second down now, Dickerson. And this will be a gain of right around 3 from the 7 out to the 10-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Looking to throw.
The connection in your period's been lost. No. What? They better not give me the L for that, because come on. I was on his ass. I was on his ass. Come on. What? Don't do this to me. Don't do this to me, man. What happened? What happened? Come on, give me the win. Oh, okay, there we go. There we go. Whoo! I'm like, what the fuck? Like, wow, what the fuck? Facts, let's go. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's
I didn't
not
see
going
his
to
top
benefit
three.
at all.
Damn.
Justin Tucker set to
I looked
boom
away
this
for a
one
second.
away. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not
98,
much
Mike Vick,
daylight after
97
that
Bolt,
as he's
96
brought
something.
down.
Damn.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
He got Lane Johnson out there as a tight end. Look, he's trying to run the ball.
Now a give, right side. Dickerson. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people
Tuggle.
up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Good shit, man.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. On 4th down, here's Brett Young to put the football away.
Return of the Mac. He get a stop.
Return.
Sometimes he get a sack.
A great return there of 22 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
He can't hang.
On 1st down, Dickerson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Come on, I hike the damn ball.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down. Mahomes now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Oh, now he'll try and chuck it deep left. Oh, wide open. Complete. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great play there. Taking it in as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym.
Now a hit and a loose football.
We got it back, too. Let's go. Let's go. We got it back. Ooh, and Larry Fitz got one more play in him. On him.
And the way that you coach these things,
I like that. Let's see if I can get him with it.
Eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. Throw right side is hauled in by the tight end Gonzalez. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The end result, 21 yards.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
This close to the goal line, you got to be very careful with the offense calls rub routes. When I call a pick, trying to screen you off from your coverage, does a nice job of avoiding that and helping force an incompletion.
All right, we can't fuck up this great field position, man. Come on.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
He's pressing with Mel Blunt over there. Nobody up over the top.
Throwing now is Mahomes. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete.
We had to give it a shot.
Out that far wide. Always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional
I got
athletes,
Lane Johnson over there.
Sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards on the ground. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
A first carry for the legend, it's Bo Jackson. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Let's go, D. Go. It's going to be a long day. Hey, alert 3, alert 3. 5-2 is the mic. Mike 5-2, Mike.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run as they are now on the board here in the first half. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Tucker with the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Let's put him on the bus. Let's put that team on the bus.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
I was out in the pocket. I was out in the pocket. Come on. They tried to...
Let's see who this is on.
Okay. I was in the
Clearly
pocket.
wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
Okay. That's cool. That's cool.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it, because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. Things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll give it here to his running back. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On third down, Dickerson. And he'll be stopped short of the first down, right around the 18-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. Here's Brett Kern now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
From the 41, Mahomes rolling to his right. Into a double team, and it's
I
intercepted.
threw it right back to him.
Deion Sanders, the Hall of Famer, with a pick.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on first down.
And just like that, we gave up the lead. Damn it. You can catch him, Sanders. I took a bad angle right there. I took a bad angle.
Into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown.
I took a bad angle.
A big play there. 97 yards. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is now 14-10.
Just like that. Took the bad angle. Ashanti.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line. I don't need to. Attack! There's a wall on your right. I need some therapy after this. Right over there. Right.
Mahomes now on first down. Flush to his right. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy?
Well, tradition and us not wanting to be wrong dictates that we say New England next. And rightly so, because of the number of Lombardi trophies they've won, how they've always played at this time of year. But the bottom line to me is the prime contenders right now for Baltimore, Kansas City. Patrick Mahomes has got it together. The defense is playing better. And Buffalo really showed me something when they beat Pittsburgh in Pittsburgh on a Sunday night in Week 15.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail
What
to
is
connect
going
on
on
third.
with me, Matt? What is going on with me, man? We can get this 4th and 10. We're not tripping. It's just 10 yards. We can take a side.
The Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes.
Get off me. Throw it away. Throw it, man. How y'all just let him just straight through there?
I'm not really sure what in the world they were thinking on 4th and long there at this stage in the game, but you think social media may be firing up a little bit right now?
Oh, the coach is trending right now. All right, there's no doubt about it. People are wondering what that decision was. But it takes me back to...
Of course, everybody's block just gets picked up, too. Come on, y'all. What the hell is going on?
A playoff game, he was going to be aggressive. No matter what, he's going to be aggressive. And it ran his team into some real problems early, and they got upset in that playoff game. Let's see if this team can recover.
Well, that's aggressive in capital letters with glitter, 7 underscores. I mean, that's the definition of aggressive.
Yeah, you can almost hear the cheerleaders doing the be aggressive chant behind him, and he listened to it.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Watch the curl. Watch the curl. Wide. Get wide.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Tighten up. Check. Tight dog. Check. Over.
Right back to him on 1st down.
He got my defense just not knowing what the hell they supposed to be doing. What is this?
A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. The Dolphins are able to extend that
All he's doing
advantage.
is just running the ball, man.
Tucker with the extra
Just
point,
running the rock.
and that makes it a 21-10
And it's like I can't stop it. That's just crazy, man. That's just so broken about this game, man. Is that they can just run the same damn play on you every single drive, and you can know it's coming, and every block still just gets picked up no matter what. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Just shy of the 30-yard line.
You said what?
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
Come on, gotta get that gap.
Think about trying to fool them here. Here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
He's coming. Double up. 43. Here, 15. Ringo.
Mahomes to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final shot before the half from Mahomes. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Night Train Lane. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. On first and 10. Here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something work.
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they top 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for first and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he's going to keep it here. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already.
Damn, I already juked him.
He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't it?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. He'll look to throw on third and goal.
Damn, that nigga said no.
But that's going to wind up incomplete. You can already start to hear this crowd. They're saying, go for it.
Yeah, have we ever been at a game where you've heard the crowd go, field goal, field goal?
No, I have not. That's a good point.
Yeah, they always want to go for it, and I think they've got the right idea right now. The way they've moved the ball in this drive, I wouldn't stop that momentum. Go get it.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. Mahomes throwing on fourth. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Tony Gonzalez there to make the grab as his guys are back within a single score. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown. Well, they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a two-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before you can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive units putting in more two-point period sessions in practice. Defensively, do you do the same?
Absolutely. You have to because you never know how aggressive these offenses are going to be in games nowadays.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson, and he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. On first down, Dickerson. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Bandit. Check out route.
On second down, this is Jackson. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's third down.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, That'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They run again with Jackson. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 47-yard punt, maybe a couple on the return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Go! 15. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Hey!
In his own end zone, it's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep. He's got a man complete. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Randy Moss, 98 yards, and the Ravens have retaken the lead. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give him credit for making that type of a play call, even more credit for how they executed it.
Mike 50, Mike 50. Yellow. Bring it.
Mahomes will throw for it, eluding the pressure right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for two too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done now.
It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Begin. Check 3. Check 99. Check 99. Watch twist. Back.
On 2nd down, Dickerson. Just a couple on the ground there. That's going to bring up 3rd and about 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Vick. Steps away to his left. And able to haul it in is Kittle.
Whoa.
And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. A 3rd down gain of 19.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run on first down. Dickerson.
Stop it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Check, check. Fresno. Switch it. Come on, switch it. SOS.
They'll keep it on the ground. Dickerson. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave him a comfortable lead.
Tucker now to add the point after. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This will be taken short. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. On first down, Dickerson. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Gets around him. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Hold this game
3
out,
yards
man.
on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
On 2nd down now, Dickerson.
Shit.
And off he goes. And he's into the end zone.
That's Eric Dickerson, ladies and gentlemen.
It's a touchdown, and now a 2-point conversion, and we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
So now a big play here as the Dolphins will go for the 2.
Slam.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Check 24. Let's go. Mike's 50. Watch the run. Watch the safety creep. Slam.
They'll try and run it in.
Let's go. We got the stop. Let's go. And he wasted a timeout.
Failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right call.
Let's go,
I think it was the
y'all.
right call to try and tie
Good
the
shit,
game there.
Alan Page.
Take an
You the
extra three, you're
truth.
still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So there is still time. A little over 50 seconds to go, but this becomes a critical onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's
GG's in the chat for my opponent. Let's go. That was a dog fight, man. Man. Whew. I was up by 1 point, babe. He about to try to drive the ball into the end zone with a run play. I hit him. He fumbled. I scooped it. I scored it. I go up by 8 points, right? He scores a touchdown. Now he just needs his 2-point conversion to tie it up with like a minute and something left in the game. He doesn't get the 2-point conversion. I stopped it. Let's get it. We went by 2. Because he didn't get the onside kickback neither. Man, ladies and gentlemen. That was a dog fight. Man, I feel like I've been playing 300 matches, bro. And it just... That one game right there, man. That dude... Man, trying to stop that run, man, is just... It give you fits, man. Make you throw temper tantrums and stuff. Especially when you know what's coming, man. And it's just like... But as you can see right there, I was having a decent amount of success stopping the run out of the 4-4 man coverage, man. Just gotta try to find something. You gotta try to find something, man. You gotta just try to find it, man. Sometimes I don't know what it is, but, you know. Look, we 50K closer.
Do I want to be a judge or a private attorney?
Judge.
A judge?
Yeah, you make more money.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Short kick. It's taken to the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run on 1st down. Dickerson. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. Plays like that will really help this offense settle in here on the road.
And when you go on the road, you also have to deal with the fans as well. And when you have those types of runs, that'll settle them back into their seats.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll run it now out of the gun. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Ray Lewis up from his linebacker spot to make the play.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens' 49-yard line.
Ready? 50, Mike, 50. Here I come.
Now a give right side. Peyton. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Vic now from the 50.
Thank you.
Tipped and intercepted. Picked up by 9-time Pro Bowler Ed Reed. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Hey, color. 50. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Hey, Mike, 50.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit the great Michael Strahan with a sack.
And so much for that great field position to start the game. Now they're way behind the sticks. Can't wait to see what their 2nd down call is going to look like now.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Mike's 50. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again. Bobby Bell in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll try to let it go. Dickerson, and able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
39-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Hey, hold on. 50 to Mike. 50 to Mike.
From just shy of midfield, Vic, he gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. 16 yards, a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Vic. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
And he's going to go down again. Bruce Smith brings the heat, gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You talk about some terrific athletes. We're trying to put him on the ground.
And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that'll make it 3-0 here in the first. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. But I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. On first down, Dickerson slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. They'll try the left side. Dickerson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the defense will get their hands on it, going the other way. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
That'll do it.
And the aggressive play call simply does not work out. You're on your own side of the field here. Punt it, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a time for analytics and a time for being aggressive, but not with this field position. There's also a time for good old football 101 sense.
Yeah.
Punt it away. Let your defense take over with better field position.
An opening there on that 1st down run as he gets us forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Now a handoff here to his running back. And an alley to run. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 24 yards out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run. And one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit. But for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Flush to his right.
Throw it away. I'm clicking throw away,
Here
man.
as he's
Don't
taken
take that long
down.
to throw
John
away.
Randall. What a play by him. That's a loss of 17.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get 15, but that won't be nearly enough. It's 4th down. They do go for it. It's Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Patrick Willis. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
They'll run on 1st down. Peyton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now Vic stripped. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here's Michael Vick. And a throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 15.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes escaping the pressure right. Completes it to Fitzgerald. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 43. Hey, Mike 40, Mike 40. Hey, watch the slant, watch the slant.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gonzalez. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Why you got to turn around all the way like that just to throw the ball? Why you can't throw the ball out over that way?
Use the first of their
you know you out of the pocket, just throw it, man. Just throw it out of the way.
Seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now here's Vic. Eluding the pressure right. And an alley to run. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a give right side. Dickerson. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Made his first. This now from 42 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Don't just put them in there, but it's going to burn the bag. It's hot.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in
quarter
number 3.
Something.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Flushed out right. They're looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
The tackle made by the Hall of Famer, Bobby Bell.
Watch the whip.
Throwing on second down. Mahomes throwing right, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down, and he's got it. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. So a very short kick here. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the keeper, but now it's 3rd down.
Well, if you're going to run the read option, typically, you've got to keep an eye on the defensive end.
And what does that mean? What are you looking for with a defensive end?
Well, you want to play off of what he does. If he collapses inside towards the running back, then you pull it and take it yourself outside in. If he stays outside, you go ahead and leave it with the running back. In this case, pulled it and got good yardage himself.
That is first catch so far. They held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Vick will look to throw on first down. He gets it to Cooks.
Come on.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll keep it on the ground. Peyton, and he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. And he will have the first down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. On first down, Peyton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. All told, they get 13 yards on that play. They'll run on first down. Dickerson. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
Yeah, that was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. Working out of the gun, Michael Vick. And he's into the clear. He's at the 50.
Well, there's some excitement, right? Go for two, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
Yeah, the troops rallied.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Read it well, and it's picked. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. A lot of bulk out there, as you might expect, on that D-line to try to stop the run on 2nd down. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Following the delay, here's 2nd and 9.
52's the mark, boy, 52.
Out of his end zone, here's Vick. It's complete. It's Fitzgerald. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Peyton. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. The All-Pro in 2 positions. Khalil Mack there to make the stop. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Now a give, right side. Dickerson. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.
What's up? I just thought about something. GTA is rated T for teen. You're not a teenager.
Oh, hell.
You can't play it. Yeah. That's mean?